Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Giselle Mills. Welcome and welcome back to my subscribers. Today's video is my October wrap-up video. So it's all about the books that I read in October last month. Now if you haven't seen my video where I talked about the books that I was planning to read for October, my October TBR video, I'll link it down below in the description bar. I'm very happy to announce that I was able to read all 4 books from my October TBR. And those books were 1. The Testament by Margaret Atwood, which is the sequel to The Handmaid's Tale. I talked a lot about this already, and I will be doing a review video of this novel. It should be up very soon. Now, in a nutshell, I enjoyed reading this book. I liked it, and I'm happy that I read it. It's a sequel to The Handmaid's Tale, as I said, which is a dystopian novel about society where women no longer have the rights and freedoms that they now do. So yes, I enjoyed reading this one, and you'll see my review video very soon if it's not up already. Now, the second book I read last month in October is this book called Golden Child by the author Claire Adam. She's a Caribbean author originally from Trinidad and Tobago. I also did a review of this novel, and you'll see this new review sometime soon. I did not particularly enjoy reading this book, and you'll see why in my video where I was quite expressive about the reasons as to why I did not like this book. Now, just because I didn't like it doesn't mean that other people may not like it. I mean, you may enjoy books that tend to have, sad endings, but I don't like books that have sad endings. So I did not like how the story ended. Did not enjoy it. No. And it's kind of sad that I didn't like it because I really try and aim to promote Caribbean authors, but at the same time, I like to tell the truth, and I'm not going to cover up and say, oh, I enjoyed it just because the person is from the same country as I am. So on my channel, you get hard truths, people, hard truths, and you will see that in my book review video of this novel. Next up, I read this novel, which is called Good Omens. So it's a fantasy novel. There's also a TV series adaptation based on this novel. What can I say about this? It was alright. It was a bit of a struggle for me to get through. Why? Because the viewpoints, the point of views just kept switching. There are like 1,000,005 characters in this book, and the humor I found kind of hard to understand because it's been reviewed as being so funny, and when I was reading it, I was like, okay, where's the funny part? Only like a few sections of the book made me laugh, but nothing like ha ha ha. I didn't like laugh out loud. I just snickered and be like, oh, okay, that's kind of funny. But I didn't think this book was hilarious. One person reviewed it as being outrageous and being a riotous good laugh. Well, it was not an outrageous and riotous good laugh for me. It was very difficult to get through, and when I finished reading it, I was like, whew, finally. Because generally I don't DNF books, as in not finish them. I try to finish them, even if I don't like it. And yeah, this book, Good Omens by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman, not one of my favorites. I will not be rereading it anytime soon. Let me know if you liked it, and I would love to know why. And the last book that I read for October is called At the Bottom of the River, which is written by Jamaica Kincaid, who is a Caribbean author from Antigua. Now, this book, very short, barely could call it a book, not even a novella, maybe a novelette. It's a compilation of a series of short stories written by the author. This one, it was okay. I wasn't all that fond of it. The first story is the one perhaps that gripped me the most. I liked the first story. I thought it was funny, but the other stories, I found it a bit difficult again to kind of get the point of what the author was trying to bring across. And generally, I've read one other book by her when I was in high school called Annie John. I talked about it in another video already, and I am planning to reread Annie John to kind of give it a chance because I did not enjoy it when I first read it in high school. So when I saw this book of hers, I was like, let me give her another chance. So I bought it, and apparently it's her first published book, which is a bunch of short stories, as I said. And again, I was not impressed but I didn't completely hate it. But let's say I'm kind of indifferent towards it. The first story I liked, the others not so much. It's, I guess her style of writing just isn't what I find enjoyable. It's kind of like those sentences that run on and on and on with barely any punctuation, and they don't follow the normal syntax and structure, grammatical structure that we know of for the English language. I mean, maybe it's her attempt to be unique, but at this point in time when I read it, I did not fully grasp it or appreciate it. Maybe somebody else could appreciate that type of writing, but just not me. And a lot of the stories were about relationships, especially between the main character and her mother. And I found this to be an overarching theme, a lot of issues between parent and child. And in her book Annie John as well, it also features this mother-daughter kind of dysfunctional relationship as well. So I'm not sure, maybe this is a kind of overarching theme that this author has, because it's in her first book, which is this one, as well as Annie John, and I believe another one as well, one of her other books. But hey, when you're an author, you can decide what you want to write about, right? So yeah, if you've read this book, let me know what you thought as well. So guys, those were the books that I read for October. Out of the 4 books, I really enjoyed one, which was The Testaments. I absolutely hated another one, which was Golden Child. I struggled to finish Good Omens, and I was not all that keen on At the Bottom of the River. So I'm kind of hoping that the books that I picked for November now will be more enjoyable, and you'll see my November TBR video very soon. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did a wrap-up video as well for October, you can let me know down below and I'll check it out. If you're not subscribed already, feel free to do so. It's nice and easy and free. Just click that red button. And also click the notification bell so you'd always be made aware of whenever I post a new video. I'm very active on Twitter. You can find me at Giselle_Mills if you want to keep in touch regularly. I'm there every single day. I love Twitter. And I also have a website, which is gisellemillsbooks.com. So guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.